We've now got our static files working correctly, so let's handle media files. First though, I'd like to add one optional setting to settings.py called AWS S3 Object Parameters. This will tell the browser that it's okay to cache static files for a long time since they don't change very often, and this will improve performance for our users. Everything else we'll need to do is outside of our code, so let's add that and commit it and push it up to GitHub so it will deploy to Heroku. While our app is deploying, let's go add media files to S3. We could do this via the command line, but it's even easier to do it via S3 itself. Let's go to S3 and create a new folder called Media. Inside it, I'll click Upload, Add Files, and then select all the product images. If you need to download them all, you can do so from your own GitHub repo or from the link on this video's page. Now I'll click Next, and under Manage Public Permissions, I'll select Grant Public Read Access to these objects. I'll click Next through to the end here, and then click Upload. With those uploaded, we have a couple more things we need to finish. First, we haven't confirmed the email address for our superuser on the Postgres database yet, so we need to do that in the Django admin or by attempting to log in and getting the email confirmation link from the Heroku app logs. I'll do it through the admin. Without doing this, the user won't be able to log into the store since we're requiring them to verify their email address in the all-auth settings. Finally, we just need to add our Stripe keys to the Heroku config variables. I'll get those by logging into my Stripe account, clicking Developers, and then API keys. In Heroku, I'll add them as config variables. Now we need to create a new webhook endpoint since the current one is sending webhooks to our Gitpod workspace. We can do that by going to Webhooks in the Developers menu, clicking Add Endpoint, adding the URL for our Heroku app, followed by /checkout/wh, and then selecting Receive All Events and Add Endpoint. We can now reveal our webhook signing secret and add that to our Heroku config variables. Remember that all these variables need to match what you've got in your settings.py, so if you've used different names, make sure to update them accordingly. Now let's send a test webhook from Stripe to make sure that our listener is working. With all this complete, our e-commerce store is deployed and anyone on the internet can navigate our products, create a profile, and even check out using a test credit card number. If you make a purchase, you'll find your order faithfully created in the Django admin, and if you're logged in, it'll be attached to your profile and displayed in your order history. If we wanted to turn this into a real store at this point, it would involve some additional testing on Stripe, setting up real confirmation emails, and switching our Stripe settings to use the live keys rather than the test ones we're using now. We would also likely want to write a plethora of tests for our application, in particular in the checkout and shopping bag apps, and make some security adjustments as well as some minor changes to make it easier to work between our development and production environments seamlessly. The groundwork has been laid though, and the remaining videos will be focused on tidying up some of the design elements, some discussion of code refactoring, and handling how to send real emails with our Django application.